And today's the day, finally picking up the Z06, fully finished off by the team at Elite Finish. How you doing, Kevin? There you are.
How are you?
You ready to rock and roll? Now, it's been a long process, right?
We got your car ready for next year.
I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to drive the rain.
Still to this day, I've not seen many Z06s.
I have yet to see another Z06 in the flesh. I've got people with ones on order, and sounds like deliveries are happening, but I have yet to see another one in the flesh.
Well, let's check it out. Finally, today is the day, guys. We decided to finish off all the PPF, wrapping all throughout the car in different stages to tackle as many events as possible. But I think the PPF, the S-Tech film, held up really good on the front end.
I mean, you had rubber all over the front of the car. I mean, it cleaned up well. Even the PPF's totally fine. So of course the paint's also totally fine. But yeah, PPF, it cleans up really well, and you're using the heck out of it and enjoying it, and you don't have to worry about it. Now we've got PPF on the whole thing.
Whole thing.
So yeah, it makes sense for how you're using the car and how valuable this thing is and how rare it is. It makes sense to do the whole thing. So now we've got the wings covered, the whole rear bumper. We did the doors.
Was that pretty hard to do?
Yeah. So what's interesting is, so we took the wing off, and this wing is chassis mounted. It's a functional, very generates downforce, no question about it. But this wing is chassis mounted, so we took it off to do the whole rear bumper so we could work around all these stands through here. Because when you take this off, the actual vertical parts come up with the wing. It's basically attached it's not one piece, but it's attached as one piece, and you can disassemble more from there. But so we did the whole rear bumper, the wing, the whole engine cover, engine bay, rear trunk. I don't know exactly what you'd want to call it, but this whole panel here. Yeah, it's
the engine bay.
So we did this, we did the camera surround, and this little kind of middle piece here between the roof and the engine bay.
Wow, so the whole thing is one big piece for the rear bumper?
This is all one piece. There's a little relief cut over here, but it's all one piece on the entire rear bumper, even with all these angles and kind of stuff that pushes away and sticks out. We were able to do it in one piece.
And same goes for the entire cover?
Yeah, that's all one piece as well.
Wow.
Except obviously this is a separate panel, so this is a separate piece here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we did the doors as well, so we took the mirrors off and the little kind of, I guess, door handle blade.
I think the best part about it is that if anyone walks up to the car, they'll never know it's fully protected.
The whole point is to make it as invisible as possible and just be able to have your car how it is and look as gorgeous as possible while having it protected to where you can use it, take it to the track, and not worry about it so much.
So for a quick summary then, we have everything protected from down below.
Front, the bumper, the headlights, the hood, fenders, windshield surround, roof, doors, mirrors, everything that's painted or carbon fiber, and everything's covered.
The car is now bulletproof for California.
Well, I don't bulletproof, maybe California compliant with bulletproof. It's not bulletproof. It's tough stuff, man. I've had people. I had a customer actually went into the wall at Laguna Seca, into the tire wall, and they had some body damage of the fender was all mangled up and stuff. But you peel the film off of the stuff, and the paint was fine. He needed a new fender because he crashed it, but it's tough stuff. Can you have something that's really sharp and you're moving really fast and you get unlucky with something that slices the film? Yeah. It can happen, but the likelihood of that happening and it also hurting your paint is slim to none.
I don't gotta be scared to drive places. That's
don't
the
be
number
scared
one
to drive
thing.
Places, especially with how you're using it. It makes a lot of sense to do the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And no one can say, you can't track it because it is protected.
And you won't be able to scratch it by getting the detail cloth and wiping something down. To be honest, before I found out about film, I wasn't really sure what to do about protecting a car. I kind of let my GT350 get some chips here and there, but now I'm so happy that this is a solution, because if you don't know about it and you learn it, it changes everything.
Yeah, I don't have many people that go back from having PPF and then go back to not having PPF, but pretty quickly you realize what a difference it is. I can't tell you how many customers I have come in that, hey, I've owned my car for X amount of years and the bumpers just Done, it's torched.
Being one big piece of PPF, yeah, you're right. Having a free cut, because most shots don't do this.
Yeah, so if
you can't see any edges.
If this is if this was a pre-cut kit where a computer plots it out, you're gonna have a lot more seams. Now that makes the install for the installer a lot easier if you have a bunch of seams and separate pieces, but you've now got places for dirt to build up, and there are some little like compromises here and there to do it in one piece in terms of like, you know, you've got to have a little relief cut here, but way less relief cuts. There's no, you know, you don't have like the seams and stuff that you would if you had a computer plotted kit, where especially on the rear of this car with all the aerodynamics and everything that you can pick up kind of underneath the car that kind of falls back onto the rear bumper. If anyone's driven a car on like a dirty road, you can tell how quickly the rear of the car gets dirty compared to the front of the car, because it just doesn't have the airflow over it, and everything underneath gets thrown up onto the back. And so if you've got a bunch of seams and stuff back here, it gets really dirty and really high maintenance really quick.
Oh, this is wrapped over too.
Yeah, so we wrapped the front edge of this, because if you're having something come up and hit the wing, it's coming from up front. You're not having anything come from the back of the car, unless you're going down reverse down the main street in Laguna Seca.
Now, Kevin, I'm not sure if you've noticed at all, but I made sure to get some Ferrari.
Yeah, you're
apparel.
officially a Ferrari owner, it looks like. You've got the merchandise.
Well, hey, it sounds like a Ferrari.
It's red. Same thing, right? Hey, you got carbon fiber on the side there. That must have been, you know. You got carbon fiber on the sides of this thing. Must be a Ferrari, right?
So stereotypical, but dude, I gotta say, thank you so
I'm glad
much
you're happy.
for all your help. It's been really crazy just getting this car. And so
well, it's been you know, we've done the back and forth of like, we'll do what we can, and you got an event. We'll do what we can, and you got an event. So I'm glad you've been able to enjoy it and get some content. You know, I started out as just watching your videos, so I continue to watch your videos, and I love seeing the stuff you do with this thing. So I'm excited.
Thank you, sir.
I know 2023 is going to be a fun one.
Alrighty.
I'm excited for more people to get these things on the road and have some experience with it, because it's a really impressive car.
Hopefully they'll drive it, right?
Hopefully they'll drive it.
Okay.
That's the whole point. That's what makes it so fun. Yeah, it's great to look at, but I would argue it's much better to drive.
Alrighty, guy.
Cool.
I shall catch you later at the next one. Hopefully, bring your Bronco to the track.
I will. Yeah, bring my Bronco to the track.
That'll be a fun one, right?
I wonder how the lap times will compare to this.
We'll get the Raptor I together with the Bronco.
There you go.
That sound good? Let's do that.
Off-road.
Okay, here we are. Just made it back to the garage. Hope you guys enjoyed this last final update video on the entire process of getting this car completely ready and protected for any track day or anything we throw at it. It's been a super fun time getting it fully protected. Now we have no more issues. I recommend, again, getting this kind of work done. We're preserving the car with the exact style it was designed to have, which I love the combo. We actually ended up going for the red, the yellow, the carbon fiber. It's perfect. It really is. And I think this and the content we're actually giving you will be very helpful for any future decisions you might have to make regarding any performance car you own or what you're thinking about doing with it. Now I can finally say I have no worries anymore about paint or getting any chips, nothing like that. Now it's all about doing some final preparatory mods to finish off the Z06, which expect a follow-up video really breaking down modifications that I would highly recommend to make this an all-around good track car. I did the same thing with the McLaren. I got it track prepped. This car I think needs some dialing in. It definitely needs some dialing in, and I'm going to go much more in depth with that with future content coming out. I apologize for not many videos coming out the past week and a half. It's because, well, wintertime, Christmas, been taking it easy, trying to catch up on a lot of different things, but I'm happy to say with the new year coming out, we're going grand, we're going bold, and bigger than ever before. A lot of things in the works that we've planned out, plus we're going to the track much more, way more often, and I really want to hone my driving skills on the racetrack to put down some great lap times and better myself as a driver and give all of you the greatest content possible. I couldn't be more happy with what we've been able to achieve and do here on the channel. It's all thanks to all of your amazing support. I hope you enjoyed this quick update video. Next up, I gotta make this a proper race car, a proper track car that is sustainable and affordable to use. It's a really big endeavor, a really big feat, and we've got to figure it out. It's gonna be very difficult to do so because this is more complicated than throwing horsepower on a car. We have to make it well-rounded and predictable and usable for long-term endurance. This is exactly what they do when they develop race cars, right? Or performance cars. We're gonna re-engineer the Z06. And I hope you enjoy my new Ferrari glasses. Where's the Ferrari logo? Ah, the Ferrari logo. Let's zoom in on that one. Now you guys all know why I did this. Hope you enjoyed this quick update video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. See you in the next episode.